Hello everybody, welcome! So, today we are going to be playing Aethermancer. And in this video I'm going to show you guys like my recommended starting combination for Pokemon or creatures or whatever you call them. So let's just dive right into this. I'm going to start a run. This is I guess we'll just do it on normal. And then we have to choose our monster. So this is what I like to pick first. It's one of the starters, but my combination is going to be this guy, and then this wyvern dude, I just called him Nibbles, and then this guy, the warden, which he's going to be the boss, pretty much. You can capture these guys. So when you capture these guys, you can pick them. But for our starter, I'm just gonna go with this guy. Confirm! We're gonna start our run. This is a roguelike Pokemon Hades kind of game. So once we do that, we can select our additional Pokemon or monster. And it looks like, oh, well, we didn't get my buffer that I wanted, Nibbles, but we did get our tank. Now this is random when you select your second monster. It's gonna be random, so you gotta keep that in mind too. Every run is basically going to be different all the time because the traits that you get, the abilities that you get, weapons, all that stuff is always going to be random. So it's not always going to be the same run. So we're going to talk to this NPC guy. There's going to be various NPCs all the time. I guess... Ooh, nature's unfiltered power. I guess, I'm going to try and do my best explaining to everybody, like, what's going on and why I pick stuff. So, yeah, I'm definitely not an expert in this game. I only got, like, I don't know, probably 10 hours worth into this game. And I've already beaten the final boss. Well, I've beaten a run. I beat the final boss, but I haven't done it on the next difficulty, I guess. Let's see here. We gotta pick an item here. So each of our Pokemon dudes can hold one item. So we can get one Ether, which is good. Ether, I'll explain Ether in a little bit. But my health is ridiculous. I'll just go with this. Just go with that, and then we're gonna put it on. Let's just put it on our tank. This guy's a tank, basically. I'm still unlocking stuff. So basically, it's like your traditional, like, Slay the Spire, but instead of having, like, paths and stuff where you go, you pretty much explore the map, and then you move on to, like, the next area. So your encounters are kind of optional, but it's best to do every single encounter so you can get more powerful, because you want to get as powerful as you possibly can. Now, when you see the creatures out in the open world, you want to basically surprise attack them. So it's like a little mini game. You want to get the high ground. So we're gonna go. Well, I accidentally. Let me see if I can get the high ground right here. Let's see if they don't attack me. Okay, so we're gonna get the high ground, and we're gonna attack from above. If we can get them close enough. And when we do that, we're gonna get like a sneak attack on them. So, sneak attack on them. And we're gonna be able to break their shield. See, if you see, they have like these little shields right here. It's gonna be yellow, blue, and stuff like that. So when you do that, you're gonna kind of break their shield. Once it goes to 0, you break their shield and they go into a stagger state. It skips their turn. And, every start of the turn we get, I think, random amount of these energies, which is your red, yellow, blue, and green, which is fire, earth, water, wind, and then your other one is your wild, I think, wild ether. And these called ether crystals, and you need to use these in order to attack. So right now we're going to, since this guy has a earth move, we can break this guy because he's got an earth shield. So we're going to do that right now. And the cool thing that I like is you can pick whoever you want to go first. So it's really easy to do buffing and all that stuff. So now that he's broken, we can either kill this guy off with this guy, or Actually, I probably won't be able to finish him off. Or we can damage this guy, but we're just gonna do this. And I can't use any other move because I don't have the energy to do so. But next turn I'll be able to have the energy. So your basic attacks generate ether, which is pretty cool. So what I like to have in my party is one generator, one tank, and one DPS. Unfortunately, I do not have my generator yet. We'll have to wait till we get a little further. But we're gonna finish this guy off. Okay, so we can break this guy. And the reason that we can break that is because of this guy's special trait. So whenever you apply a burn, he automatically breaks a poise, which is a shield. And then we're gonna finish this guy off. And then I can actually go into more detail if I go to inspect. And each of your creatures have traits that they all have like special like passive traits. So this guy, whenever a monster applies one or more burn stacked to an enemy, it breaks one poise. So that is basically their shield. So it's pretty cool to have like a breaker in your party. This guy's like a breaker slash DPS kind of thing. And sorta a debuffer if you consider burns as like a debuffer. But yeah, we're gonna finish this guy off. Boom. And that is basically what you do in a battle. And then they're gonna get worthiness, which you level up as you keep going. Every worthiness level you unlock like a milestone. You get ether and you get gold. Ether is used to upgrade like your town, and it's to help you progress basically. So it's pretty cool. You get quite a lot of cool stuff for getting your worthiness up. Mostly a lot of ether and gold. Alright, so after you do that, you get to unlock these orbs, which give you stuff, so we get rerolls to our skills, which is pretty nice, especially if you want to try and get the right kind of thing. So we can actually get up there if we dodge. I don't know, that's going to be a tricky dodge. I'm on mouse and keyboard, so it's kind of hard. If it was controller, I could do it a lot easier. Alright, so we're going to explore up here. Okay, so we're going to do a little sneak attack. Right on this guy. That's going to break his poise in the beginning of the battle, which is going to be nice. And when you break poise, you do 50% more damage to them, so it's pretty awesome. Definitely want to break this guy because he does a lot of poison and stuff like that. So we're going to basically finish him off. So I don't want him doing any poison stuff. We'll just weak. Actually, we're gonna attack this guy. He shouldn't attack because he's staggered. But next turn he will be able to attack. So we're gonna break this guy. And then we're gonna finish off this guy with just a basic attack. Boom, boom, boom. And then this guy's staggered, so he's not gonna be able to attack, and then we just finish him off. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So we should be able to get a level up from this. Get our worthiness and then levels. And then when we do that, we get to pick a new trait. And this is where every run is going to be different because our traits are not always going to be the same. So for this guy, we can retaliate, generates random ether. On interrupt, we can do 6 more damage. We get an aura, which every ether purged or stolen by allies applies 1 burn to the enemy. This is actually kind of nice. So every time we purge or steal by allies, we get a burn. But I think actually, yeah, I'll try this with burn. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, and for the doggo, He usually has some pretty good traits. Every 3, okay, applies power. This is pretty nice. Whenever burn triggers on an enemy, apply burn to an enemy with the lowest amount of burns. So this could wombo combo with other stuff. Pretty much everything you can kind of make like trigger into something else that's gonna be really nice in the long run. So it's all up to you on what you want to pick. So we got a monster soul, and we got some equipment here. So wild generator +1, that's pretty cool. Wild ether-ish Nash. We're gonna put this on our Duggo since he doesn't have anything. I'm not sure if we can upgrade the amount of item slots, but for now we can only have 1 item on 1 Pokemon each. So this is where we branch off, but we don't want to go there yet. So we kind of want to see if we... Okay, it looks like we did get everything. You always want to make sure you got all your coins and all that stuff. So we can go to a random NPC, we get a random rare drop, or go to the night. I'll go to the night. I think that's what we encountered, our first NPC that we encountered. So now we can get our 3rd guy, and it looks like I'm not going to be able to get my buffer, which is unfortunate. So we'll probably have to try and get him later on. But we'll go with this guy. This guy's kind of decent. I usually pick this guy if I don't have my tank, because he can apply an AoE dodge later on if you get the right perk. So I'm gonna just pick yeah, we'll pick him. It's probably gonna ask me to name him, and we're just gonna click cancel. I don't want to name him yet. I don't know what to call him yet. Collect some more coins and stuff. Click some more change. And we're gonna get the high ground and attack these guys. Alright, so I guess I can show you guys how to actually capture these basically Pokemon. So to capture them, you just have to break their poise or shield or whatever you call it. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna break this guy's poise, and when you do that, you can then go to your Aethermancer, which is on the bottom left right here, and he's got this thing called Craft Memento. This is basically our Pokeballs, and this is what you use. Now it's not gonna let me capture him because I've already captured him, so it'll pop up with this. But if you didn't have him, you'll be able to capture him. But that's how you do it. You also start off the run with 4 flasks to heal your monsters. Once they die, they pretty much die. So you want to keep them alive as much as possible. Alright, so we're going to... We're going to attack this guy, get his shield down. And we're going to do our basic attack on this guy, because he's going to die next round. We'll finish him off with our tank. Okay, maybe not. He's been healing himself. Alright, this should be able to finish him. Yeah, that'll finish him. So he's dead. This guy is gonna get shield broken. And then we'll just kind of focus. Yeah, we can finish him off. Yeah, we'll just finish him off. And it's nice that you can clearly see your buffs right down here at the left corner. So, and when you hover over them, they actually show you what they do. So we got dodge every second hit of incoming attack. So pretty nice to have dodge. It's not like 100% dodge on everything. It's every second hit. All right, so let's break this guy. Hit him with some more wind. Boom, he's broken. Alright, and then we will ignite. Boom, 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 boom. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Let's get those levels. Get those levels. Alright, what do we get? Got an orb. Ooh, +1 ether, reduce health. That's... I guess it's okay. Ether's good. Because what ether does, it's like every element, basically. Alright, so I know I didn't explore everything, so let's go over here. Get some coins. Alright. Let's do a little sneaky attack. Alright. So we broke... I think we broke this guy. Yeah, we broke that guy. We're gonna... Yeah, we'll do that. And since we purged him, we were able to apply a burn. And then we're gonna break this guy's shield too as well. Alright, we got burn on him too as well, so that's pretty nice. So I'm just gonna apply pressure on this guy. Get him weak for next round. Alright, we should be able to finish this guy off. Yeah, we'll finish him off. And then we'll finish this guy. I thought I could have finished him off. Okay, the burn will finish him off. So he should be able to... If he attacks... Oh wait, he's going to do a normal attack, so that's not going to trigger his burn. So if he does like an actual skill, it'll trigger burn. So what we're gonna do is, you know, I guess it's fine. Nah, we'll just, yeah, we'll finish him off. Take a little bit of damage. A little bit of damage. Alright, we don't really have a healer yet. So we'll have to pray that our next levels lets my tank have some healing stuff, hopefully. Alright. Let's see here. Maybe we can get a heal in here. No. Oh, sure. This is trait stuff, so... Oh, okay. Attack for a second time triggers a burn. This is pretty good. Whenever dodge is applied to this monster, which we have an ability that lets us get dodge, applies redirect. So redirect is pretty much the enemy is going to attack somebody, he basically covers for that. It's basically cover. We'll do that. It's a tanky ability. So we basically got 2 tanks. We need some heals though. That is a problem here. Little problem. We got this we can interact with. I forgot what this does. Oh, hey there. He's a lizard. Alright, let's see here. We can upgrade our skill. Yeah, let's see what happens when we upgrade it. Okay. We can add dodge chance to it. or health. I think dodge chance is pretty good. 25%. It's pretty nice. Or we can apply 2 weak. Yeah, I'll go with the dodge chance. Alright. I guess we go top. Go up chip, go up chip. Now we could go to a merchant. Ether, random NPC. Go Ether Spring. Sometimes Ether Spring's gonna be pretty nice. Sometimes. Let's see if we can get our actual healer here. Oh yes, we can. All right, so this is my other guy, Nipples. Confirm. And I kinda. I normally don't do this. But we're gonna do this. And we're gonna make him, cause I like that tank thing where that tank perk where he can dodge and apply redirect. So that's gonna be really nice. Yeah, we'll replace him. And when you do that, you actually get the levels, which is pretty nice. Alright, so this guy applies power and stuff and heals, which is really nice. And I use him as my generator too as well. So having every 2 support action gives power, that's actually pretty nice too. Whenever power is applied, heals enemies, that's nice too. Cleanse, that is... This corruption is pretty big thing in this game. You want to get rid of corruption. So even though these 2 things are really awesome, this is gonna really help me survive in the long term of this whole entire run. Getting any kind of corruption to get rid of is really nice. So I'm gonna go with that, and I don't have to worry about corruption ever again. So you accumulate corruption whenever you take damage from the monsters in the world. And basically it's a negative debuff that decreases your health pretty much permanently over a run, unless you cleanse it. And you can also cleanse it by getting to the bonfire after you destroy a boss. Okay, this is actually really good too. Cleanse corruption. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this. So you don't have to deal with corruption. Alright, we're gonna go on a little challenge, so if we're successful we can get 1 experience. And other worthiness, which is pretty decent. But we also get inflicted with corruption. So Zell's gonna be taking this, which is fine. It's definitely worth it to get that extra experience. Okay, so he was successful, that's good. He's gonna get some experience, so he'll level up. And so we get here. So, Burning Wave. This is actually really nice. Really nice. I like this one. This is gonna be my main DPS attack. Now after we do this, we just gotta figure out ways to constantly get our fire back, because it costs 4 fire to cast this, but it's a nice AoE damage, and it also applies 3 burn, which is pretty crazy. So we're gonna go with that. It's pretty nice. Alright, so now we just have to figure out ways to generate fire ether. That is going to be our main goal. Alright, we'll sneak attack. Sneak attack on... attack that guy. So hopefully I can show you guys how this guy works here. He's pretty awesome. He's basically, he's my generator, and he's my buffer, and he's my healer too as well. So anytime we do a supportive action, he's gonna get power, which is basically like I don't know, like Frenzy or something in other games. And you can transfer that power to the rest of your party if you do a normal basic attack. So it's pretty cool, especially once you figure out ways to get power get power before you attack. Then you can start ramping up your team members in damage. So right now we can't really do anything. Well, we can generate fire, which we do have quite a bit, so we don't really have to exactly worry about that. I am going to try and break this guy. And then I'm gonna do my Burning Wave. Boom, 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 boom. That is why I like Burning Wave. It's awesome. So he's broken. We're gonna try and break some other people here. We don't really have an option to do that, but we can apply dodge. And I think once we apply dodge, it's gonna apply a redirect on him, so that's gonna be nice. He's basically gonna soak up the damage, which is nice. Alright, and it looks like we have just enough to cast another one. Oh wait, no I don't. I should. I could generate a Wild Ether, which would give me... Oh, but I'm using up another fire. But we can do our basic attack and generate a fire, which is nice. So that is what we are going to do. Okay, I should be able to use it. I don't know why it's not letting me. Oh, I used up the... No, I have enough, so I don't know why... Oh, that's because... Okay, that generates. Okay, I'm an idiot. I guess we need to do one more attack to be able to do it. Alright, so we're going to... We're going to weaken this guy. Okay, now we have enough. Alright. Now let's do this. Burn should finish off them. And finish him off. So we're good. That is why I really love that move. Because essentially, what this really helps with is very few turns. No one's really getting corrupted because no one's really getting attacked. So you don't really have to worry about corruption. All in all, it's really good to be able to kill him fast. Alright, so we can apply this. So he's going to get dodge chance on here. That's pretty nice. And we get wild, converted into wild damage. Yeah, we'll put it on Nibbles. Because Nibbles is always going to hit anyways with a normal attack. So that works out pretty nice. A Blessed Pawn, so we can cleanse some corruption too as well. How much do I need to cleanse here? So it looks like the highest we got is 8. So we'll cleanse 6. Costs a little bit of gold. There we go. We got quite a bit of our corruption cleansed off. It's not bad. Alright, let's go and find some more stuff. And the check. I want to... I'll get rid of this guy. Oh, there's 2 of them. 2 of them. That's okay, that's okay. Alright, so what we are going to do is... weaken this guy. Then we're going to generate fire. We still won't have enough. Yeah, let's just do a normal attack. Generate some ether. And I guess we will move are these guys using? Oh, fire ritual. Purges. I don't want them to purge, because then they're gonna... And we'll just weaken them. Okay, yeah, they purged it. We should be able to get our fire back. Let's see here. Yeah, we got 3. So we're gonna weaken this guy. Actually, yeah, what we'll do is get our fire generation. That way we can cast this. I should finish him off. Alright, we don't have to worry about that guy. We're gonna finish this guy off. Boom! Very nice. What do we get? Got some drums. Cleanse 1 debuff. Temporary pop. Ooh. Earth damage increase. That is... So, on supportive action. So, he does supportive actions all the time. So, this is actually pretty nice for him. So, we're not going to be able to get our dodge chance. We're going to be missing that, but this is going to be really nice. Hopefully I can show you guys like how this kind of works. Especially for this particular character. Alright, did I explore everything? Let's go. How much gold? We don't really have that much gold, so we don't really want to go to the merchant. Alright, we don't really need to pick a monster anymore. We'll talk to the witch. And, so we can reroll a action, or we can reroll a trait, which is nice. I kind of want to reroll the trait of Nibbles, and I want to try and get a... Oh, crap. I don't want to get rid of that. Maybe I can cancel it. Okay, we'll reroll an action then. For Nibbles. So, we don't really use this fire dash attack. So we're gonna cancel that out. Let's see what else we can pick here. Alright, so didn't really get something that I want, but we do have 3 rerolls that we could use. And hopefully I can get one. So this is kind of good. But I want one that's a free, that's a free use kind of thing. So let me re-roll this and see if I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Yeah, free action. This is exactly what I want. So when we do that, that's considered a supportive action, and then we'll be able to get power charges. And then after that, we could do our basic attack to do generation, our energy generation. So this is pretty nice. So it's gonna cost water. That's the one downside. I'm not sure if I'll be able to actually use this one. But this is kind of what I'm looking for here. But yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get water here. It's kind of decent. We want something that's going to give us something similar. We'll do another reroll. Okay, this one's kind of nice. Heals, generate random ether. It's a free action. And we generate both of these, so that is good. I think I will actually choose this one. Plus we get healing, which is good too. Retaliate. Okay. Yep, I want this one. So let me show you guys how this kind of works here. Oh, this is the boss. Alright, so I think we're ready. We're gonna charge this guy. Attack him. Alright. So let me show you guys how this kind of works here. Alright, so when I do my free action, I'm gonna get a power charge basically. So we'll just, I guess, do it on him. We're gonna get power charge. And then when I do my basic attack, I'll be able to transfer these 2 power charges to my 2 teammates, which is pretty awesome. Boom, boom, boom. And it transfers it both over. Because that's like his unique kind of trait thing. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to try and break this guy. We want to get our dodge in because that's going to give us an extra retaliation, I believe. Should get another retaliation. Oh no, I guess. Oh, is it once? Let me see. Where's that guy at? Okay. Hot temper. Whenever dodge is applied to this monster, applies. Oh, triggers up to once per turn. Oh, okay, okay. So I guess that already counted. Alright. So in the beginning of the turn, I already start off with a dodge, so it already applied it. Okay. Alright, so let's hit this guy with some burns, get some burn stacks on him. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, we soaked up the damage. Soaked up the damage. So now we're gonna do our free energy thing, but we're gonna heal up this guy. That's gonna give us a power charge. Well, 2 of them actually. Oh, it didn't give me a second one. Okay. Should have gave me a second one. Well, let's just transfer the one that we have to our basic attack and generate. We will be able to apply a redirect. Yep, we applied our redirect. And then we're gonna apply some burns here. We got enough to cast this. Look at all those burns. He's like, no! Ooh, we got all our fire back. That's awesome. Okay, so let's heal this guy back up. And then we'll transfer. Yeah, we'll transfer that one attack. Then we'll play another dodge and another redirect, and we'll keep stacking burns. Just repeat the process. Oh, he's all shielded up. He's got some retaliation on him right now. Well, that's okay. So we're gonna heal this guy back up. Boom, boom, boom. And then we're gonna apply a dodge. basic attack. He should cover for me because I think he's gonna retaliate. Oh no, he didn't retaliate. Alright, I'll burn him. Oh, I think it's because it was a normal attack and that's why he didn't retaliate. Alright, so we'll level up this. Good. Apply 3 burn. Ooh, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. I like that. Okay. Or we can apply dodge to all my allies. That is pretty good too. Oh, on interrupt. Interrupt is a little hard to plan and do, so I think the burn will come in more handy. Shield self, reapply direct to self. Retaliation triggers earth and fire damage. Okay, that's kinda nice. Doesn't really cost that much too. But this is pretty good. Especially if you want to just keep stacking more burns on the side. But again, getting some shields in there, that's 12 shield. I think in the long run this will come in handy. But burns do come in handy too. Because you can just keep stacking and stacking and stacking. And it's a free action. It doesn't cost anything. I'll just go with that. Alright, apply power on self. Oh, but it consumes all of this. I don't think we can get to water. But having 3 wild ether is pretty nice. This is pretty good. Heals everybody. And if they're full, we get power to self. How much is it? Alright, what do we got here? Crit chance. Every 3 crits generates wild ether. So if we crit on our AoE attack, we can generate some wild ether. Plus we get a 10% crit chance for trying that move. Or a passive plus 10% crit chance. Which is pretty good. Oh, this one's really good too. Consumes up to 1 fire ether to deal 5 damage hit applying and apply 3 burn to enemy targets. That's good too. These are both good actually. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. But getting crit chance. Applying 3 burn. Oh this. So every time you defeat a boss, you get some juicy good stuff. Alright, we got an artifact, which is nice. So your artifacts are going to be these right here. So we can target a monster, generate 1 random ether, which is pretty good. Alright, oh wait, oh okay. After you do that, you go to a safe zone. And this is where you can consume your meal to remove corruption. And you can upgrade this amount at your hometown. So highly recommend upgrading that, your meals. So we're gonna get rid of all that. Plus we're gonna get max health. I think I get this effect from upgrading stuff at the town hall too, so that's really nice. And then we can talk to the merchant, which has items and you can buy levels, and as long as you have the gold and stuff. I can show you guys what. So it costs 5 initially, and then it goes up and then up. I think it goes up by 5 each time you buy a random 1 experience. But yeah, these are pretty good. This reactivate lets you have another turn with your Pokemon. Monster souls. We could probably use that. Actually, I might want this. Maybe. Let's see here. Ooh, chance to apply a power and fighter generator. That might be nice on him. But the drum. Let me see the drum again. Can I look at it? Inventory. Nope. How do I look at my item? How do I look at my item? Oh, there it is. Okay. On support action, cleanses 1 debuff and applies 1 to targeted ally. Okay, targeted ally. It's not exactly that's great. I think this is gonna be a lot better actually. 50% chance to apply. Yeah, that is. Oh, on interrupt. Yeah, but the fire generation is pretty good too. On it, ooh, 75% chance. It's pretty nice too. There's pretty nice. Pushing it 25% chance. Yeah, it's not bad. But I'd rather have the fire generation. Yeah, we're gonna buy that and we're gonna put that on this guy because he's our generator basically. And you can always pick out another monster if you want, but I am fine with my party. And that's basically the first run. Just kind of want to show you guys like the process of everything and what I do. But I could definitely take this whole team and beat the whole round with this. Because I've already taken care of some of my corruption, and later on I'll get more powerful and items and all that stuff. But yeah, you guys all have a great day, alright? Take it easy. Peace. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. I can try and help you guys out. And yeah, I'll see you guys.